Yeah, Jamaica. Damon Crawford. Plus I come from the Senate and I meditate on some things where I didn't want to say in the Senate, but the whole social distancing thing still kind of caused the thing for a little early. So just I put it out there to you because I have some observations I want to send and some recommendations I hope that the government might be willing to consider. Because some problem I see me I go highlight. And you see, what going on with the management of the Covid-19 is that there is a high level of inequity, a high level of unreasonableness, and a high level of general hardship on the people that is, in my opinion, unnecessary. And a lot of that is being encouraged, facilitated, and promoted by some of our citizens in the country who suffer from projection more so than from bias or prejudice. You see, projection is when, because we think we're normal, we often believe most people live like us. So therefore, you hear a man say, why don't you just go buy a month of groceries? Because we can buy a month of groceries, but the man will make $8,000 a week, which is more than minimum wage. Him can't buy a month of groceries, especially if him have 4 people a feed. In fact, out of $8,000, him likely owe $5,000 from last week at the shop. So therefore, him in a situation where almost have to go every day. And then if you check our next person who unemployed, them can't buy a month of groceries. But because we know might make a 80, 90, 100,000 a month, we might project that without even thinking about it. So I'm not going to say we're prejudiced, but because we are project onto them our reality, somehow we not really understand. So I'm going to explain some of that and hope so we can change some of the mindset there, and I hope so we can start be more reasonable in our analysis of the situation. Now the first thing I want to show you the level of inequity is with the government suggesting that the school term continues. The government, in my opinion, should declare summer for now and start school in the summer this term. The school term cannot continue right now because we are leaving many of our students behind. Understand this, that the variables necessary to make a reasonable homeschool experience, many of our Jamaican students don't have that. For example, a capable parent able to help. Many of our children don't have a parent able to help at home. So this method of sending work to the child, if the parent is incapable of helping, that don't change the child's situation. So when you do the mathematics, enough of us now we go to university and find difficulty helping, much less some of those who never get no subject, some of those who drop out of high school, they are still parents. And their children are still children that should not be left behind. But we are now suggesting that all Jamaican households have equal competence for help them pick me at home, when some now have no competence for help them pick me at home. Understand? That's why when me da run election, I say I want to start a mommy and me, because you have to teach the parents. So if we are going to do a homeschool, we have a homeschool and mother them too. Yeah, we have to have a system that the parent and the child in a school one time. So if we not think the way there, it now make no sense right now. Second variable that is not available to all students right now is access to the internet, whether through data or internet at them yard. We not just talk about urban space, we are talking about rural space. When you got some rural space, they even pick up digital good. But can you imagine how much for internet a month? Internet a month right now dearer than some people pay. Some people's salary. See? And when I say most of the schools, they might use Zoom, and they might use Zoom and I come to boom now and I use Zoom to do the lessons. When we do the research, 1 hour of Zoom is using 1 gigabyte. 1 hour of Zoom is using 1 gigabyte of data. That means if you are going to do 3 hours of Zoom for your class, sorry, you're going to need 3 gigabyte of data. And 3 gigabyte of data is for nearly $2,000. And that is 1 day. So for facilitate a Zoom lesson, like how some people say upon your phone, to facilitate a Zoom lesson upon your phone, we are talking about $2,000 a day, $10,000 a week. How much people can afford that? So if we are going to facilitate this homeschooling from just that level, we have to go approach the Zoom or whoever to make Zoom data free. I don't know how it can work, but Digicel them can tell you. Come and say Digicel say if you pay X like $2, you can, or $200, you can get YouTube for free. So government have to now go to Digicel and Lime and say, if we pay you a lump sum of X, can they access Zoom for free? Because none of them can afford this Zoom thing, I'm brethren. None of them can afford this Zoom thing. None of them have the internet, yo. Enough teacher find problem with the Zoom thing. See? So therefore, when you do the real reality, this we have to delay the school thing. We have to set summer is now, and then now when time this COVID thing finish, immediately school starts. So if we can get we act together and finish this thing in August, them does know say them have to go school August. Simple. 1, 2. But you can't keep school and not leave half of the population behind when they're going to take the same examination. And what I want to go like couldn't understand what that means still, but understand this, that everybody have vibe to get into good schools where have a better probability of getting 5 subjects. Everybody wants to select the champions, everybody wants to select the KC, everybody wants to select, and when them are going to do the same exam, we have set up some of them not to get into their preferred schools, and know say when them got these schools closest to them yard, the probability of getting 5 subjects is 2%. That is inequity, yo. Up till now, the government need to go and talk to CXC and say that our students must be able to choose to defer taking CXC till January if them want. If you think say you're alright and you get your good home school and you have a computer personal at the yard and you have the internet and your teacher could have teach the same way and you're ready, take it in a June, take it in a May or whenever it come. But from now, we have to educate our youth. Them say, yo, January is a possibility. You can defer and take it in a January, and university have to consider to take you in a January same way. But they can't have the youth them their home now, and them are try them best. But and I mean, I have to big up Lime too and one-on-one and Digicel I do them look at things CXC up on TVJ, Mrs. CVM I try a thing same way. But may I show you say yo, I mean can't be that a youth who now get this access don't understand say yo him not gonna miss him opportunity, but the world in crisis and him can choose January. If him pay money already or whatever, not a problem. Government if you approach them now, you get where I come from and get this thing together. So when we look on the whole education thing, may I show you say yo the school no equity, no they know how we approach the education thing during COVID, no equity. We look on this other thing now with the stay at home, and respect for sharing the video I make the other day. I tell the people to stay at home and thing. See? But may I ask the government to consider changing the curfew rules to allow for a man to be 15 feet from him gate. Understand this. A regular house in a Tivoli garden, a regular house down in a jungle, a regular Arnett garden, a regular house down in a Portia Simpson place. It's 400 square feet. 400 square feet. Let me put that in a context here. Them say we must stay 6 feet away for social distancing. So therefore, if a person is going to be 6 feet away from every other person, that person need 6 feet to them right, 6 feet to them left, 6 feet in front, and 6 feet behind. So to the either side of you, you're going to need 12 feet, and behind and in front of you, you're going to need 12 feet. I'm going to get 3 feet for your body. So therefore, you need 15 feet. You need 15 times 15. That's 225 square feet. So just for one person be properly socially distanced, they need 225 square feet. The average house down at Tivoli and Jungle are 400 square feet, yeah? So if 2 people in there done gone bad already in a social distancing, much less in a comfort. So we already set the thing for say, yo, no more than 10 people should be gathered. So keep that the same. No more than 10 people should be gathered. But allow for the people who can go 15 feet from them gates, so him can walk and reason with somebody and maintain him sanity. Him sanity. Because, watch me now, if you live in a gated community, the police cannot harass you. I mean, I say harass, not arrest, but them cannot harass you if you're walking around in a gated community. They cannot harass you if you're in your apartment and you decide to come out and just walk a little bit. But at the same time, if you live in a Tivoli or you live in a Jungle or you live in any one of them local community and you decide to, yo, man, take local walking and not congregate with nobody and maintain 6 feet away, you still have to run or you're being told for going in and all of them things. So you are telling me, said the man, we have 1,000 square feet apartment and 1,200. And often with less residents in it because him have less children and everything. Him can walk out in a film community and walk around and do whatever. But the man who don't live in a gated community can't come and stand up in front of him gate or stand up in front of him building. Even if him and 10 people not there together, yo. May I ask the government to consider that, man. Change the curfew rules to say not more than 15 feet. 15 feet means him barely can go 2 gates from him yard. Him barely can go 2 gates from him yard. But 4 man can sit down at them gate, man, and play like a domino, man. For him sanity, me and tell you, because you know see what going on in New York, people are get divorced, people are get everything because the thing staying inside is not an easy thing. But me I say we are overdo it because yeah, we want distancing, yeah, we want reduce movement, but 15 feet don't create any grave difference in what we seek to achieve. Me ask, so we look into that. There is inequity in how we treat in business. I say everybody, she and the old lady. I say BPO, and if we lose BPO and BPO employ 40,000 people. Watch me, people. One of them liquor company there do a survey where say them have 10,000 bars in Jamaica. And each bar on average employ 2 people. Day shift and night shift. At least. And also have a 3rd person dependent on the income from the bar called the owner then or the entrepreneur. So a bar employ 20,000 people at least. I'm going to push it to 30,000 people if you put the entrepreneur in it. A bar pay 30,000 people. We lock the bar without Quint and I. We lock the bar without take a deep breath. But everybody has say, yo, no, BPO can't lock because it employ people. Everything will lock employ people. But if you have a system where lockdown is for some and free up is for others, some are feel like it not reasonable, yeah? Some are feel like it wrong. Because me can go at my factory still at work. Can me get pass based on being food and manufacturer. But me not understand how the BPO them get so much support and so much defense. And nobody never defend nobody. Me not say which way it for go. Me just say that's clearly inequity. Because the 2 of them are hire enough people. One are hire in a splits of 2 and 3. But it still add up. it still add up to 20,000-30,000 people versus 40,000 people, as them say. Or we are going to lose the BPO contract. So if we keep the contract, we're dead. Meditate. Them reasons they're not sufficient. Because I am so disappointed to hear our government say, yo, them are going to put in stricter measures. Where we get room for stricter measures? It should have been the strictest from the start. We see what it do to New York. We see what it do to Italy. We see what it do to China. Big and better country than we, Spain. And you tell me that you allow an entity to be open and you have room for say you can put in measures stricter than the ones that you put in before? Meditate. I have to review the equity. The other thing now is that some of the rules that we are putting are create undue hardship. One of the things that I realize is when we are planning for open back St. Catherine, what is the plan? At what point St. Catherine can be open? Is there a time? Is there an achievement? Because no testing now going on St. Catherine. We have the ability to do nearly 1,000 tests a day. And we have 500,000 people that we felt was necessary to lock off from all the other people. And we now have a test level that say, okay, when we test and get in less than 20% positive, it can open back. Or when we test and get in less than 5% positive, it can open back. And coming and telling lies about, oh, half of our thing is from Alorica. That is misleading. Yes, half of the numbers is from Alorica, but you test the entire Alorica population. You don't test the entire Jamaica population. Nearly 800 of the 2,000 odd where you test came from one entity. So of course an entity are going to have more than other people. But you're not testing, you do 80 tests a day, 100 tests a day, 200 tests a day. When you have the ability to do 1,000, why not do the 1,000, yo? I mean, I recommend, say, for St. Catherine, we set some acceptable levels that say this is the point that St. Catherine will be able to be reopened. Not necessarily time, but percentage of people infected or something. But you cannot plan to have this for your entire parish for your entire time. Especially when you clearly not understand the circumstance of people. Come and say the Prime Minister put out this thing and say, yo, if you want to come to whether Kingston or wherever, if you have a bypass St. Catherine, forgot to where you're going, you can take the toll road. You know the toll road me write it down today. Class 1 is $9,000 a week one way. Class 2 $13,300 a week one way. If me I go watch your race. Class 3 $21,000 one way. And you can't go one way, you have to go two ways. So I look on $42,000. You look on $26,000. That's not a reasonable option, no. Now when if you have money you try to save it, kind of know what happened. You tell a nurse now where drive the way there, even or me with my local truck now, if me have a delivery for go do a Ochi 5 days a week, me if I go pay 21,000 instead I can drive past Flatbridge. Them thing there, you know, think. And then you look now upon how it has changed, where the teachers now don't have any say in saying, yo, listen, we need internet now as a tool. Internet is a tool of my work now. It wasn't a tool of them work before. Or me that still say it was a tool of them work because them should have done them research and thing, and the internet is necessary. So teachers should have get internet free long time. But in this period of time, if you are going to ask me and say, me have to use this to carry out my job, then anything what me have to use to carry out my job is a tool of my duty. And the tool of my duty should be provided by the employer. So how we are look down upon them for make the call say, yo, them want some remuneration. When me done show you say if you go up on Zoom on your phone right now, the teacher have to go fine her $5,000 for the month. Or $10,000, whatever meditate on it. So basically I make some recommendation. For one, declare summer, and we hopefully as soon as this thing finish, which I hope is soon, we start the Easter term. Take summer and go into catching up. Delay CXC, or give the option for a man delay CXC by taking it January as versus having to take it in June. Delay all primary school examinations until the summer term if we get over this by summer, including 4th grade literacy, included GSAT, not GSAT, it named PEP 6 or PEP 5 or PEP 4. Delay them, brother. Delay them one term, push them back one term, because we have some kids who get left behind. Remove the cost of the toll if people have to use it as a bypass. Make the toll free then, if we have a bypass and catch you. The law where you put in, or that we agreed on from a long time, was that the toll had to have an alternate route. So just free up the toll right now then, if we are going to carry it to this level. Change the curfew rules to allow 15 feet from your home, so that a man can reasonably walk outside. Outside of his home is a natural part of his home, long time. That is his reality, because I only have 400 square feet maximum. Take out bathroom out of that. Design a plan for quarantine if it break out in the inner city, because them homes cannot be a quarantine. Them only have one bathroom. Sometimes them only have one bedroom. There's no way that if one person catching at the house, them can socially distance in the house. So design a plan from now how we are going to deal with it if it reach to inner city. Design a reopening plan for St. Catherine, which must means rapid testing in St. Catherine. May I make a recommendation. Pool test road by road in St. Catherine. So basically what I suggest is that you swab everybody on the road, and then you test it as a pool. If no virus not there, then the entire road now have the virus. If the virus there, then you have to test them one by one. It's a pool test. Maybe a doctor can say a foolish matter, but may I say I've seen it done in factories and things. So if me make 5 batch of egg, me can test the whole 5 batches together. And if there is no salmonella, I move on. If there is salmonella, I then test each individual batch to see which batch have the salmonella. So if you do the pool test, you will basically lump sum take out some road, unless heavy road have it. Think of it, pool testing. I make them recommendations. Please consider them. Respect.